Hey guys, I'm Jill Powell, and today I have my beautiful friend Brittany here, and we are going to teach you how to do this awesome complexion with a new product that I tried that is just like Facetuned. So if you want to look Facetuned in real life, check out this video. Okay, so you have beautiful skin. I mean, you're not gonna need that much done to you, but hey, we're here doing a makeup video, so obviously I'm gonna show you how to make a perfect complexion. So we're gonna make a perfect complexion even more perfect. Do you have moisturizer on, skincare?
A little bit, yeah.
And you're like glowy and dewy.
Oh, really?
It looks good.
Just
so,
worked out.
The workout flush. Seriously, guys, if you ever want your skin to look good because working out increases circulation, your skin looks amazing, which is why pregnant people have a glow, because you have increased circulation with the extra blood flow with your baby. So that is why you have, I mean, you're not pregnant, but I don't think.
No, I'm not.
But you have that glow going on. So the workout glow. It's not always a pregnancy glow, it's the workout glow. So it looks awesome. I'm just gonna add a little bit of a serum then, since she already has a moisturizer on. You look hydrated. I don't wanna do too much. Okay. So let's get there. So I'm gonna use the Algenist pressed serum. It's the Power Press serum. And it's like a balm. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is so heavy. It is not heavy at all. It bursts into like coconut water when it hits the skin. It's amazing. So, sorry, my hands are a little chilly. I know. So I'm just going to massage this into the skin. And what I love about using a serum, so if somebody has a lot of hydration, you don't always need to use like a cream moisturizer. You can definitely use a hydrating serum because they're a little bit lighter. They will still hydrate the skin, but they won't leave a lot of like greasiness or texture on the skin, and really, really great underneath makeup. So if you want your makeup to last longer, try to opt for a hydrating serum. This one's just really nice because it goes on, it bursts into that immediate hydration, and then it absorbs into the skin and it's gone. So you have the hydrated skin, but you're not left with like a film or like anything sitting on top, which is really, really nice. Can we also just talk about your brows? You have amazing brows.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
They're full.
That's good. They're good full.
I can thank my mom for not letting me overpluck them in high school.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Well, actually, my mom didn't let me in high school. I went off to college and did it myself. So my mom actually got mad at me when I did it. I can't say thank you, Mom. But good for you. I have honestly told my daughter, I'm like, you are not allowed to touch your brows. So she tells her friend, she's like, my mom says, my daughter's 8, almost 9. My mom says that I can't touch my brows. I'm like, yes, tell all your friends that. She has like perfect brows though, and like not too full, not like, she doesn't even need to like pluck 2 like stray hairs at all. Like don't touch your brows. I know.
It's a gift. It
is a gift. But if she plucks them, they're going to end up like mine, and I have to correct, and it's...
Oh, you have good brows.
Well, I correct a lot. Okay, so we have the hydrating serum. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Good, right? It's light.
Super light.
So that's what's so crazy. It's this balm. You guys have to try it. You have to check it out. It literally, and then there's no greasiness left. Like it just absorbs right in. It's awesome. I love it. We are going to use one of my new favorite primers. This one is the Silk Canvas by Tatcha. And I'm just going to grab a little bit with my fingers. And you really don't have a lot to correct, but this is really nice to kind of smooth and fill in any fine lines, any pores. It sits really well on the skin. Makeup goes on top of it just seamlessly. It literally is amazing. You know, some primers, they can roll or they can react with whatever products that you applied before. This one doesn't do that. I honestly love it. These two products work really well together, the pressed serum and then this primer. So if you're having problems with what you're using and you tend to be on, you know, the normal to dry side, I would suggest trying these two. Okay, so I just realized I forgot to put on eye cream. So usually you want to put your eye cream on before your primer, but it's okay because I don't apply primer really around the eyes too much. So I'm going to be using Sunday Riley. This one is autocorrect. It's It's really, really nice at brightening, firming, kind of just an all-over good eye cream. And I always use my ring finger to apply eye cream because it applies the least amount of pressure. You don't want to tug the delicate skin around your eyes. You want to keep it nice and tight, not creating any extra wrinkles because we smile a lot, so we get little fine lines around our eyes. Good stuff. Check it out. I know a lot of people ask about eye creams and which ones kind of target everything, and those are the ones I keep in my kit just because I really like everything to be perfect under the eyes. So puffiness, dark circles, fine lines, pretty much all the ones that I use on my models here will do all of those. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Hourglass lip oil. Let's give our lips a little bit of love. And this one is just really hydrating. It is a lip oil, but I'm applying it at the beginning so that it can kind of settle in and hydrate her lips throughout the process. Okay, so we are going to try a few colors. So you definitely have more of like a warmer undertone. You have a lot of pinks in your surface tone. You have a tiny bit of a golden undertone, but not super yellow. So if you do anything too yellow, you're going to look yellow, correct? Exactly. So I want to choose something more neutral based and then something even with a little bit of pink to bring in those because she's got that in her chest too. So you want to make sure that that color really flows. Okay, so if you have watched any of my videos before, you know I mix everything. I cocktail it. So this is the palette we have going on. So I definitely have something with the more pink in it, which she's got a lot of pink in her skin, but I don't want to make it look all pink. So I definitely have something a little bit more kind of tan, orangey, and then more neutral. And then I do have a lighter concealer. So I've got two colors of Makeup Forever HD. I have MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Foundation in NW30. So it's going to be that more warm undertone. And then I have Too Faced Multitasking Concealer in Light Beige. So this is where we mix and we play. So we've got, she's all primed and ready. I start creating my color. And I like to start on the forehead a lot of the time because the forehead can be a little bit darker. So if I start there, I can adjust it for the rest of the face. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job. I just mixed 3 colors. And as that one TV show, nailed it, except I really did nail it. Pretty proud of myself on that one. People always ask me how I like choose someone's color. I mean, I can look at somebody and kind of, you know, guess which foundation color is going to be the closest to their skin tone. But when I'm mixing them, honestly,
it's a gift.
I hate to say it, but like it just happens. I'm sorry, it just happens because I know how much. I don't know if you're mixing pink and you know if you make pink and you have red and white, you're just like, you know, if you want lighter pink, you put more white and a little bit of red. If you want a darker pink, you put more red, a little bit. You know what I mean? I just try it. You'll figure it out. I don't know. I just kind of do it. And then I test it over here, and if it looks similar or correct, then I go in with it. So I think I did pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself right now. Okay, so I'm taking my little cocktail concoction through the center of her face now and just kind of evening that out. So I'm literally doing a little bit of each color, testing it over here, and then coming back in through the center. What foundation do you use daily? Do you wear foundation daily? I mean,
MAC.
MAC?
Yeah.
What color?
I have no clue.
You're probably like an NW 20,
I think
25.
It's 25. I think that's what it is.
So I did 30 in the Pro Longwear. I have a 20 and a 30, but you're tan here, so I didn't want to make it too light.
Yeah. It seems, I don't change it up all that often, so it seems to be something that is consistent like summer to winter time for me.
Exactly. And then you can deepen it with a bronzer or something, yeah. It's always better to go a little bit lighter if you're just going to do one foundation and deepen it with a bronzer. None of us want that line.
No.
No, no, no.
Especially because you're right, my chest gets red being out in the sun.
And then if you do something too light, then you have like a white face and, you know, darker chest.
Right.
So you definitely want it to match. I blend a lot of things together, and I know I do, and I have a lot of foundation, so I can, but at home I always recommend people using 2 different foundations because then you can kind of work with it through summer and winter and mix if you really want your perfect color. But if not 2 foundations, then definitely a foundation and a concealer where you can use your concealer to kind of adjust. And the brush I'm using is the Sigma Concealer Blend Kabuki, the F79. I love this brush.
Feels really good.
It's nice.
You're gonna put me to sleep.
See, that's what we're meant to do. And then she is actually a perfect example as well. You do, train outside and do things outside. So the center of your neck is a little bit lighter because your chin shades it from the sun. So you've got color here, but she's light here. So what I'm going to do when we go in with bronzer is I'm going to bronze that little area in the center because then it makes everything kind of float together. Have you noticed that light right there? Do you bronze it or do you just kind of leave it?
I just can't.
A lot of people do. But think about it. The sun is up above us and the chin creates a shadow. So that is not getting sunlight where everything else is. So I think we're looking good. I did take away some of the dimension of her face. Usually I use multiple colors all over the face, but because we blended hers, I wanted to kind of keep with that consistency so she doesn't look too orange or too pink in any certain areas. So I am going to be doing a lot of the dimension with a contour palette or a bronzer. I haven't used the concealer yet. I wiped it off my hand. So we're gonna come back and it's the Too Faced Multitasking Concealer. And I'm just going to brighten kind of under her eyes, around her nose, anywhere where I feel might need a little extra love. I love this concealer. I actually like this concealer as a foundation. I like it as a concealer. It just has like a really beautiful finish. It just looks like skin. It's really, really pretty. So I am using actually a Palladium Tools brush. It's number 788. Got it from Namie's, I believe. Namie's or Nigel's, one of the two, which is a store in LA that a lot of makeup artists shop at. So it's got a nice kind of angle to it. So it's shorter on one side, longer on the other, which helps me to apply but also blend. And that's what I love. I love an angled brush. I'm just gonna get nice and deep in that corner and brighten all of that. And then whatever residual, I like to go around the nose. Sometimes we get redness or we touch our nose a lot, so. And then right through the center just to brighten that. She's all perfected pretty much everywhere. So let's bring some dimension into the face. Do you do bronzer typically? Like every day?
Not every day.
Not every day, sometimes?
I'm going out.
Okay.
I'm feeling fancy.
We're feeling fancy today. Now you're gonna have to go out.
I know. It's date night. It's okay.
Definitely date night.
Yeah.
It's Thursday night. That's definitely a date night. Okay.
Some margaritas.
Yes. Thirsty Thursday. So I am using my trusty NYX palette. And this one is the color that's in the far corner. It's got a little bit of warmth to it. So just to show you on this color, so I am choosing the one that has the most warm pinky undertone. If I do something too taupe, she doesn't have a lot of taupes in her skin, so she can definitely handle this color, and I think it's gonna look the most natural on her. So we're going in that one. And I'm using just a small angle brush. This one's by Glam. Honestly, I think they discontinued it, but Sephora Collection makes one that's very similar. I usually have it here. It's probably just dirty in my other brushes. So, and then there's a lot of brands that make one. So I will link a similar one in my product description. I'm gonna give your forehead a little bit of color. Maybe a little too much color right there. Yes, so see how this color now is matching, it's mimicking her chest color. So we're pulling everything all in together because you want it to look uniform. You want the whole face to kind of match. You don't want to be that floating head that's like lighter or darker or anything like that. So I am kind of, she doesn't need a lot of chiseling. We're just gonna kind of create some dimension on her cheeks. I'm not even getting any more. This is all just residual, whatever's left on my brush. So don't forget that little spot right there. Now I will get a little bit more. Give you some color in the center. Look at that. See how it all kind of goes together now? So I'm just doing a really light dusting along her chin. She doesn't need, she's got like that really pretty kind of heart oval, I mean like a perfect face shape. So I'm not going to be contouring her chin. Her chin already has dimension. I'm not going to be like totally sculpting too much, but I do want to put a little bit of color on her chin, on her forehead, and on her cheeks to bring that color from her chest into her face. Because otherwise she's going to look dark up here and then too light down here. So I just like to bring a little bit. And then we'll bring a little bit on the nose. So you already have, like, she already has a nice thin nose. I don't need to thin it out anymore. I also don't love a huge nose contour. I'm not one for that, for changing people's faces. I like to make people feel beautiful with what they've been blessed with in their life. So you already have a really defined nose. I don't want to like sculpt it out too much, but I do want to bring a little bit of color on her nose because we've done color on the rest of her face. So I'm going to do just the slightest little bit of bronzing on her nose. And I am avoiding the center just so that, you know, we keep dimension in photos, but I'm not chiseling it out, making it, no exclamation point on this one. Sorry, guys. So I got this fun palette from NARS around Christmas time, and I'm not sure they make it anymore, but I believe these are their multi-dimensional cheeks. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure they do carry these. So we are going to, I'm going to definitely try this guy on her and maybe pop a little bit of color. All right, so now for her cheeks, I'm gonna start right on her cheekbone and concentrate that color. Oh, that's pretty. Right on her bone right there, and then just sweep it down. A little bit on her apple. So I'm mixing these two. Shocker, I know I mix everything. And I'm using the MAC, I think it's 163, 168, 163, I don't know. Yeah, 163. It's been a minute. I mean, this is so pretty. Perfect. So we're just giving some color to her cheeks. And then I really am excited to use this color right here in the corner for a highlight because it is so pretty. It's this champagne kind of shimmer. Sorry guys, glow gets me excited. So we are just going to, I'm using the Morphe M501, which is basically like a gigantic blending brush. Way too big for your eyes, but awesome for the face, for highlighter or a light application of translucent powder or anything like that. So this is a new powder that I got from Givenchy, and I'm super excited to use it. It's called Prism Libre, and it's a matte finish and enhanced radiance loose powder. So when I dumped it out into the lid, you see there's purple, there's blue, there's green, and then there's pink. So these are all kind of like color correcting / brightening colors. So I'm excited to use it on her face, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Okay, so we were just playing with this on my hand, and holy cow, it not only brightens, but it like diffuses fine lines. Like you can see the little like wrinkles on my hand, and it just like, it's all optical diffusers, but it just completely like smooths them out. Wow, I am so excited to see what this looks like on the face. So I'm going to use a kind of a larger, fluffier brush. And if you guys watch my videos, you know I'm not a huge powder person, but I do use it when I feel like it's necessary, and I felt like we hydrated her a lot, and she does have a little bit of glow through the center, so I definitely wanted to add a little bit of powder. But now that I've tried this, I mean, I might be converted. This is amazing. So I'm using a fluffier brush. This one's one of my Hakuhodo brushes. And I'm just going to, holy cow. Okay.
Does it look cool?
It is like, it literally is like Photoshop.
That's amazing.
Okay, I'm pretty impressed. I love it. So I'm mixing all the colors together, and I'm gonna use a smaller brush. This one's one of my old school Sephora brushes, but just basically like a large shader, because I wanna get in this area right here. It literally is like so blurring. This is Facetune. This powder is Facetune. You guys know I don't really edit my photos because I like you to see kind of what it really looks like. Because Facetune's great and all. And I will Facetune my face, believe me, I'm not shy to say that. I don't over Facetune, but this is in-person Facetune right here. So get excited. I mean, it's crazy. It literally is like a blurring powder. All right, Givenchy.
It smells good.
It does?
It smells really good.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. You won me over. I have a new love. Wow. That is incredible. It literally blurs so much. And brightens. So it does definitely like kind of lighten a little bit. You don't need a lot. Just a little bit. Shedding on you. Okay. New fan. Okay, so I actually used a setting powder and I actually liked it. I do powder sometimes, but this one was really, really amazing. It was literally like Facetune, so please give this Givenchy powder a try. I'm super impressed. And maybe next time you see my video, I will look Facetuned as well, because maybe I will actually use it. But honestly, this looks so pretty. It does brighten a little bit, so I went ahead and just added a little more of the bronzer, the contour that I had applied before. And we've done everything. I mean, I feel like we've done concealer, we've done foundation, primer. I think her skin is good. What do you guys think? Are we done? Okay, so just to recap this beautiful complexion look, we started out with the Power Pressed Serum from Algenist. She already had moisturizer on, but I wanted to give a little extra moisture. We did do the Sunday Riley Autocorrect Eye Cream, which is great for puffiness, brightening, kind of everything. Then I went ahead and used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer all over with my fingers and kind of pressed it into the skin and blended it out. Really, really beautiful for underneath makeup. And I mixed 3 different colors of foundation, 2 different brands. So I had the Makeup Forever HD as well as, so 2 colors of that one, as well as the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Foundation in NW30 to give more of that pink color back into her skin. And I mixed the 3 and just saying it was a perfect match. Just saying. But we did want to create a little bit more of dimension. So I went ahead and used the NYX contour palette and I used the warmer shade to create some dimension on her cheeks and on her forehead. Then I used the NARS multi-dimensional blush palette. So I used 2 different colors, one that was kind of that rosy, soft, kind of cool pink, and then a little bit of peach just so that it wasn't too cool, and blended those 2 together for her apples and along her cheekbone. And then I used the highlighter from that palette, that really pretty champagne color, along the high planes of her cheeks. And we finished it off with a powder, and I fell in love with the Givenchy Prism Libre, I believe it was called, powder, and honestly, that was my Facetune. So we have now a Facetuned look, and it looks amazing. And I hope you guys try some of these products because literally her complexion looks awesome. I'm very, very proud of it. Oh, and don't forget the lip oil. We did use Hourglass lip oil on her lips, so she has a nice hydrated lip. So this can be an amazing everyday complexion. I do believe with that primer and that setting powder, this is gonna stay as well. So if you're looking for something that's long wearing, I do think that this look could do that for you as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and leave me any comments below on what you wanna see next. Thanks again for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below what you want to see next. All of the products used in my video are also linked below. And if you want to see more, follow me anywhere at Jill Powell Glam. Thanks again.